from my side, and let me share this. Guys, any doubts, any issues, please let me know. If you don't understand, then it will be difficult. Okay. Nothing. Group login means nothing. Instead of creating Praneeth, instead of creating individual logins for all of you, I'll create a group in the Windows level. Simply, I'll add that group in the SQL server. I'll create a group login in the SQL server. If anyone removed, okay, if anyone moved or if anyone left the company, simply I'll remove that user from the group. Automatically, he will launch the connection on the SQL server. That's it. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? If it is clear, then there is an extension for the same concept. Now, if you
So
are
in
confident, then we'll go for it. Yeah, tell me.
all persons will have same credentials.
How come? Tell me. Your Gmail
So in
password and
group,
my Gmail password is same.
but here created group.
Group
So
means we'll group together. That's it.
okay,
Group doesn't think there is a group login. All group of people can use same username and password. No. Even group also first I have to create. See, for example, I have to create for all of you. If I want to create a group of group login for all of you, first individually I have to create here in this screen. I have to create in the LUSR MGR.MSC screen. First, I have to create individual users. Okay, Jayant, Dinesh, Praneeth. Like that, I have to create logins for each and every person here first. I have to create users first. So while creating, I can give my own password or their own password, right? Then I'll group all the users together. Once the users are created here, I'll group them. For example, here you can see B41 admin Praneeth, right? So I can create a group now. Go to groups, right click, new group. Okay, what I'm going to do, SQL DBA. My group name is SQL DBS group. Okay, I can add people. I have to add people here. If I simply create, it will be created, no issues. Okay, but as of now in this group, no users are there. Double click, you can see no users are. If I want to add Praneeth, I can add Praneeth here. Okay, I have to type Praneeth name and I have to check names. If Praneeth is created, then only I can get his name like this, computer name / username. Okay, click OK. Let's go like this. What is your name?
Raviteja.
Raviteja. Add. Okay, Raviteja. If I click check names, what you will get now? Tell me, guys. Now, if I click check names, what we will get now?
Error.
Error will get. Why?
There is
Because
no such user.
Raviteja is not
Will get.
created. Raviteja is not created, so definitely will get the error. If I want to add Jayant in this team, in this group, Jayant check names, you will get error. Why? Because Jayant is not created. So if I want to add in this group, first of all, I have to create a user here. Jayant user I have to create here. Raviteja user I have to create here. For them only I can add. B41 admin is there, right? So you can add B41 admin here. SQL DBS, add B41 admin. Check names. You will get like this, computer name / login name. Batch 41 is my computer name, batch 41, B41 admin is my login name. This is how you are going to add the people inside the group. I just clicked on cancel, that's why you don't see Praneeth user. Okay, right, clear? So even though I'm creating a group, to add them, first of all, I have to create individual users. Only once we'll create it. Next time we'll simply add it to the once per each machine. But if you create the same group in the Active Directory, no need to create individual users in the Windows machine. Directly, if like this setup, we have 100 servers. Based on this Active Directory group, we can create group logins for all of them. We'll prefer group logins only in the organization. That's the standard policy. We don't prefer individual logins. Why? Because if 100 logins are there here under the list of the logins, if you see the list of the logins under 100 logins, you can see a big list. Okay, so it's again headache, right? It's not looks good, right? So we'll prefer what logins? We'll prefer group logins. Usually in the organization, what we are going to do, we'll prefer group logins. So if 100 people are there, 100 logins should be there. You can imagine how much the list will be. Okay, for this I must 10-15 members. Imagine if 100 are there, 100 logins will be there. That is not standard policy. We'll simply create a group login and we can create a group. Simply one group login will create in the SQL Server. In that group, 10 persons. Again, if someone new person joined, okay, what I'm going to do? If some new person joined in the team, one developer joined in the team, simply I'll create a login for him. I'll add him into the group. Automatically, he will get access. Okay, 3 persons joined. Simply I'll add these 3 persons in the group. No need to do anything from my side. Automatically it will be reflected. Automatically all the new 3 persons will get access on my SQL Server. No need to give access. No need to create any login for them again. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Group login concept.
Yeah.
Any doubts, please let me know, guys. What is the advantage of the group login? Instead of creating individual logins, once I created a group in the Windows level, I can simply add them into the existing group. So again, no need to create SQL logins for them. Automatically, and the policy group policy will be applied for the existing group. And any new persons are joined. If I added them into the existing group, they will automatically get access on my SQL Server. That is the advantage. You can create a group login in the Windows machine. You can create a group login in the Active Directory also. In the organization, will have Active Directory. To avoid creating groups in multiple Windows machines, we'll simply create one group at Active Directory. That group is able to connect to all the Windows machines. That's how the group login will work. Any issues, any doubts, let me know. If you are clear here, then it is easy to understand the security concept, guys. Is it clear, everyone? Please,
Yeah,
please,
yes, sir.
guys. Please. Okay, done. Fine. So if it is clear, let's try for demo. Let's go to the demo. We'll create a group login, no, so individual login first. Okay. As Pranit is already there. Okay. So we'll create a Windows login for Pranit. Earlier he is unable to log in, right? He got error, right, for Pranit. So let's create
Sir,
a
one thing,
log.
sir.
Yes, yes. Tell me.
Now, how to add some more persons? Sir? Please explain,
I'll
sir.
tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Nothing. 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 Simply go to the groups. Just now we added, right? Add, you will give the name. If name is exist, that user is existed, check names, click OK. That's it.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, right, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's create a individual login. I'll tell you how to create a Windows login. I'll tell you how to create a SQL login. I'll tell you how to create a group login also. Okay, let's create a Windows login for Pranit. Right click, new login, and search. What is the prerequisite for Windows login? That user should be exist in the Windows level. Agree? Agree, right? Right? Pranit is already existed. We have created user for Pranit. So that's why what I can do, I have to type Pranit here and check names, and then automatically I'll get Pranit here. Okay, if I give Muthu, as Muthu is not existed here in the Windows machine, I'll get the error definitely. Check names, you can see here. Muthu not found. An object. Okay, name cannot be found. Muthu. Okay, so like this you'll get the error. Okay, so let me delete this one. Let me click OK. Okay, as of now, I'll create a login, just a login. I'm not giving access to any database. Okay, so simple login. Forget about the server role. There is a separate class, user mapping and all. Forget about it. Means on which database Pranit wants to access which database. Again, I can restrict Pranit. I can restrict Pranit to access a specific database. You may ask, sir, Pranit is having access in my SQL Server. Can Pranit access all the databases, all the tables? You can restrict him. If you just gave access only on this database, Pranit can connect to only this database. He cannot touch other database. Okay, Pranit can access only this database. He cannot touch other database. You can restrict him. Clear, guys? Okay, so this is how it will work. So if I want to give access to Pranit on any database, I have to select the database. Pranit wants to access PhonePe. I have to select PhonePe database. I have to give access to Pranit on PhonePe. This is how we'll give access on individual databases. Okay, so securables and all, forget about it. Status, forget about it. General, just general. I gave the name, as name is already present. See here, it won't ask the password and confirm password. Why it is not asking password and confirm password for Pranit? Why it is not
User
asking?
is present at the Windows level.
Very good. While creating user in the Windows level, we already gave password, right? So why again it will ask password? It will verify in the Windows level only. That's why it won't ask password. If you give Windows authentication, why it won't ask password? Don't think without password it is connecting. No, no, it will verify in the Windows level. Pranit is successfully logged into my Windows machine. Agree? Or B41 is successfully logged into my Windows machine by giving his credentials. What is the need again? I have to verify Pranit credentials. That's why it won't ask password. That doesn't mean without password is connecting. No, it's all Pranit is already a successful user in the Windows level. So that's why it won't ask password. Windows authentication won't ask password. Why? It will verify in the Windows level first. Windows level security is the highest security. So if you cross Windows security means you are a successfully verified user. That's why it won't prompt for password again. Clear, guys? So what I can do, let me click OK. The login will be created for Pranit. Okay. So now earlier I got error, right? So if you see here now Pranit login is created, you can just log in. So you can refresh it. You will get Pranit here. Okay. Right. And let me connect to a SQL server using Pranit login. Okay, so if I click connect, Pranit can happily connect now. Earlier, if you see, you got the error. Now, if you see, Pranit is able to connect. If you have a doubt, expand this one. You can see who is connected. Pranit is connected. But Pranit, just a login, guys. Pranit, I did not give access to Pranit on any database, right? See the magic now. If Pranit is trying to access any database, he will get the error like this. The database SO is not accessible. Okay, if he is trying to access big basket, he will get the error. If you click on show details, you can see. Okay, so what is the error message? The database is not accessible. Okay, under current security context, Pranit doesn't have access on any of the databases. He will get error. PhonePe database, he will get error. Just a login created. We haven't given access to Pranit on any database, so definitely will get an error. Clear? Windows login. If you are clear Windows login, I'll show you how to create a SQL login. Remember what is the prerequisite for creating a Windows login? Windows user, okay, Windows user should be there. Windows user should be there. Then only Pranit can connect to the SQL server. When Windows user should be there and we have to create a Windows login for him, then only Pranit can connect to the SQL server. Let's go with the SQL login now. Okay. So let's create a SQL. Pranit cannot do anything. Pranit can't create logins also. You can see new login option and all, but if I gave name and if I click OK, it definitely will get the error. So who can create the logins? B41 admin is the admin. Okay, he can only create the new logins and all, right? Let's create a new login for SQL. New login. Here what I have to choose SQL Server authentication. For SQL authentication, there is no prerequisite. You can happily create a new login immediately. Jayant, let's go with Jayant this time. SQL authentication. Now see here it is asking username and password. Now it is asking username and password. Okay, now Jayant, I'm giving a normal password, 123 password, just 123, 123. Okay. Remember, if this option is selected, it won't accept 123. What it means? Enforce password policy means strong password should be there if this policy is selected. If I unselect this policy, it will accept 123 password. If I select this password, you have to give strong password. Otherwise, it won't accept. Okay. So in the organization will select it. We don't unselect it, guys. In the organization will select it. So let's give strong password this time. Okay. Regularly, I'm going to use the same password, right? I'll give the same password. Right. So now if I click OK, automatically Jayant login will be created. Right? Created or not? Jayant. Right, if you refresh, it will be arranged in the alphabetical order. Okay, so you can see the Jayant now. Clear, guys? Now Jayant wants to connect. How Jayant can connect now? Connect button. Now you have to choose SQL Server authentication. As Jayant is SQL authentication, now you have to choose SQL Server authentication. What is the username? Jayant. What is the password? While connecting user, while creating this Jayant user or login, I gave one password. Okay, that password I am giving. Now if I click connect, am I able to connect, guys? Can I connect now? or I'll get the error?
Yes,
Connect.
yes, you can connect.
I don't get any error, right?
Yes.
Sure, are you sure?
Password.
Password is wrong. Password is correct only, sir. I'm not doing that kind of magic. Okay. Password is correct only. No issues with password. Password is exactly correct. Username is also correct. Let's try connecting. Okay. Connect. Why I'm getting this 18456 error? In what scenarios we'll get 18456 error? Any login failure, you will get 18456 error. First of all, any login failure, either it might be a login doesn't exist, either it might be a wrong password. Okay, so let's check. Should be used. Okay, of course, Kiran, not required. Only for Windows logins will use batch 41. Okay, in the username section. No need to give. See here, you see Windows login batch 41/Pranit, batch 41/B41 admin. For Jayant, there is no batch 41, right? There is no computer name, right? Agree? So no need to give batch 41, but still getting error. Can anyone troubleshoot this error? Sravanti, I hope you can troubleshoot. Recollect the things. 2 or 3 people can know the answer. I know that you know the answer. What check, Kusma? Check. What check? This one. Remember password.
Do we
Huh?
have any default permissions? Do you need to give them to
No,
connect to
See,
the
if that is the
public,
case,
like public something?
no,
or-
not required. If that is the case, how Pranit connected using Windows authentication? For him also, we have to get an error, right? Someone already gave the answer. Let's check that one. Kusuma, go to provider, check Windows and SQL authentication. Very good, Kusuma. Very good. Okay. So correct. Okay. So here what happened while installing the SQL server, if you remember or not, I just selected only Windows authentication. So now only Windows logins can connect. Sir, where I can see, go to the instance properties, go to the security. There you can see Windows authentication mode. That means only Windows logins can connect now. I want to connect Windows and SQL logins. What option I have to choose? Mixed mode or SQL. Mixed mode means SQL and Windows authentication. You can call it as a mixed mode. You have to choose this option. And if you click OK, okay. So what it is saying, some of your configuration changes will not take effect until SQL server is restarted. Okay. So now if you are trying to connect to a SQL server using Jayant, can I connect now?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
No, you can't. You have to restart the
Very
SQL
good.
server.
Okay. So still you are getting the same error. So what I have to do, I have to restart my SQL server once you change. That's what it shows, right? It is clearly saying once you change the settings, you have to restart it. Let me restart the server now. Let me restart. Let me click yes. And then it is going to work. Okay. Let me give you points, Kusma. Here is my performance tracker. Page 41. Okay, Control Z, Control S, right. So let the SQL server is restarting, right? Let it be. Once it was successfully restarted, then we'll try to connect as Jayant. Okay, connect button. Now choose SQL server authentication. Now select Jayant, type Jayant and give the password, Jayant password. Now I am able to connect or I'll get the error. Tell me guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please
Yes, sir.
respond. Everyone,
Yes, sir.
please
Yes, sir.
respond. Please respond. Only one message I got. Okay. Right. Okay, let me connect now. Okay, I can connect to the server. See here, I am able to connect to the server, but what happened is, I'll let me explain this. Whenever you are connecting to the server for the first time, it will ask you to change the password. Why? Because I know Jayanth password. Okay, I know Jayanth password. What password I gave, I know Jayanth password. So I can misuse Jayanth password. So that's why immediately it is asking to change the password. New password, confirm password. Let me give the password now. Password should be strong, sir. Minimum 8. Okay, minimum 8, 1 caps, 1 small, and numbers also you have to give. No special characters. Okay, so now it is asking to change the password. Then I just changed my password. Now it is allowed to connect to the SQL server, right? And if you see here, you can see Jayanth. This is how I can connect to the SQL server using SQL authentication. Is it clear, guys? In the organization, no need to restart, sir. While installing SQL servers, DBAs will always prefer Windows and SQL Server authentication. But I have to reproduce the error, right? If you are getting 18456 error, for example, one DBA forgot to select Windows and mixed mode authentication. You are getting this 18456 error. Then you have to know how to troubleshoot, right? This is also one way to fix the error. You have to check whether mixed mode authentication is selected or not in the server level. Clear? Is it clear, guys? Creating Windows login, SQL login. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
It
Only
is not restarted in sir organization, right?
we don't restart. See, if already while installing, okay, with the SQL and Windows authentication during installation, no need to install, no need to restart the server, no need to do anything from your side. Simply you can create the logins. And again, guys, what is our work? Tell me. Actual work. What is our actual work? Can anyone tell me? Whatever we have discussed till now, what is our actual work? Can anyone tell me now? Jayanth is a developer. Jayanth requested a login. Now what we are going to do? Jayanth raised a ticket. Hey DBA team, please create a login for me. I have proper approvals. Guys, again, very important thing. What is very important thing, guys? What is an important thing?
Permissions.
No, no. While creating the login, while giving access, what should be there? Very important thing.
Authentication mail or
No,
permission
no.
from.
Whatever you said, I'll agree. Apart from that, we need one more extra. What is that?
Approvals and all.
Very good.
Incident ticket.
Approvals. Very good. Not incident tickets, sir. Task tickets. If you are requesting something, that is a task ticket. Something broken, that is an incident ticket. Okay. Something issue, that is an incident. Incident means, you know, right? A bad thing. Requesting, it's not an incident. You are seeking for permissions. It's a request. For that, you should have task ticket. Okay. There is a difference between task ticket and incidents. Okay. Service request, very good. Okay, a request should be there first of all, and apart from that, manager approval should be there. Batch 41 machine is controlled by one Spark. He has to approve. Okay, chalo, let's allow this person to connect to my SQL server. There should be a proper email approvals. Then only we'll create a login to the any person, either SQL login or Windows login. In case if someone directly comes to you, hey, my friend, okay, we both are doing lunch together, if you remember or not. So can you create a SQL login for me? No, you cannot create. Even though he's your John Jigri, you cannot create without approvals. Agree? You should have approval, proper approval email. Once mail is approved, once you have a manager approval mail, then only you're allowed to do. That is a protocol. Without doing that, again in the audits will happen. If there is no change, without having a ticket number and all, if you create logins, ultimately, okay, it will comes to you only. They will ask why you did like this. Clear, guys? Windows login, SQL login, everyone. And what's our work actually? We'll simply see. I just want to show you how Jayanth will connect. That doesn't mean once we created a login, okay, we'll try to connect as Jayanth. Again, it will ask us to change the password. We'll change the Jayanth password. No, don't practice in that way. Our work is simply restricted to create Jayanth login and will share the credentials with Jayant. Hey Jayant, login is created for you. Use these credentials. We don't connect again like Jayant. Just to show you, I just connected as Jayant. Just to show you, I just connected as Praneeth. What is our work here? Once a login is created for Praneeth, we'll inform to Praneeth. We'll update the ticket. Praneeth, your login is created. Please validate and let us know in case of any issues. That's it. We'll create it and we'll give it. We don't connect as a Praneeth. We don't connect as a Jayant. Agree? Agree, guys? If you are agree, then shortly we'll create a group login also. Then nothing, there is no difference. Simply group will be created. We'll give group login. That's it. We'll close the session for today. Tomorrow we'll connect. Clear, everyone? Still having any doubts? Security is very important, guys. Very important. If you don't understand properly, you might not give, you may fail to give permissions, proper permissions and all. That's why if you're having any doubts, please watch the recordings again and again. Okay, so let's quickly create a group login. As we have already discussed, group login is a Windows login only. We cannot, okay, create a group login for SQL Server authentication. Only Windows authentication will have group login. So what is the prerequisite for group login? A group should be created in the Windows level. Okay, then only I can give. So let's do one thing. Already we have a group. Okay, already we have a group in the Windows level. What is the group name? SQL DBS group. Forget about how many members are there. Let's add Praneeth here. Okay, then you may ask, sir, Praneeth is already having explicit access, right? Why you are adding that? Just to show you, that's it. Okay, click OK. Imagine only one person is there. You might have 2 persons, 3 persons, 4 persons. That's not an issue. Okay, if I want to add, I can add B41 admin also. B41 admin. Check names. Okay, apply. Okay, right now in this group 2 DBS are there. This is a small group. In this group 2 DBS are there. Okay, right now even without having a individual access, I'll show you. Let's create a group login first. And guys, remember, this is Jayant. Jayant doesn't have any permissions. Again, you can see Jayant cannot open any database. Jayant cannot see anything. See here, guys, security. If you see the logins, guys, why I can see only 2 logins? Why I can see 2 logins? And what differences you can see here and here, guys? Tell me. Both are same. Agree or not? This instance is same. Agree? Agree? Batch 41, batch
Yes.
41, right? Then tell me,
Yes.
here you can see lot of logins. Why I cannot see this many logins under this Jayant session?
Jayant don't have permission.
Very good.
He's
Very
admin
good.
He's
permission.
admin.
He is admin here, so that's why
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can see all the permissions. Jayant is not admin, so that's why Jayant can see his login and he can see SCA login. By default, everyone can see SCA login. Agree? Agree. So if you see what are other differences, you can see earlier we gave we played one game, differences between 2 images. What other differences you can see now?
SQL Server agent.
Very good. Agent is not there. Agent is there for admin access. Agent is not there for Jayant. Why? Because that doesn't mean agent is deleted. Jayant is not authorized to see agent. That's it. Not authorized to use agent. That's it. Agree? Everyone. So if you don't see agent here, what it means? There are 2 scenarios you don't see agent. In what scenarios you cannot see agent, guys? Tell me. One is if you don't have proper permissions. Okay. One is if you don't have proper permissions, you don't see agent. Second one is someone is already answered Express edition. In the Express edition, there is no SQL Server agent. Okay, clear, guys. Let's quickly create a group login. So security login, same. There is no difference. You don't see anywhere group login and all. Simply a group login is a Windows login. Make sure Windows authentication is selected. Search, instead of giving Praneeth, instead of giving individual users, you have to give group name here. What is the group name? SQL DBS. Check names. You will get the name. What it is saying? Group is not there. Why? It's already there, right? Why it is not showing? What is the problem? What is the problem, guys?
Case sensitive.
Case sensitive. Very good. Okay.
Yes.
Case sensitive, but that is not the actual problem. Okay, so not an issue. Case sensitive is not an issue. Actually, here under object types, you have to choose groups, then only it will search in the groups also. Now check names. Now you will get it. Agree? Agree? Click OK. And what? See, it won't ask username, password, and also. You may ask, sir, what is the group username and password? Why it will ask group username and password as it is a Windows authentication? Praneeth, see, in this group, Praneeth is there. In this group, Shravanti is there. In this group, Kusma is there. In this group, Fayak is there. Everyone will log in with their own passwords. But they are part of the Windows group. As Windows group is having the access on the SQL server, all who are there in this group can connect to the SQL server. In that case, you don't see Fayak here. In that case, you don't see Shravanti here. In that case, you don't see Kusma here. If you don't see username means don't think he cannot connect to the SQL server. He might be a member of any group, right? Agree? Someone started video, please stop the videos. Thank you. Okay, so let's create, simply click OK here. Nothing you have to do, simply click OK. Automatically a group login will be created. That's it. That's it. Now, how many of there in this group? Everyone can access my SQL server. Okay, so you cannot add or remove persons directly from SQL server. If you want to do any changes, if you want to add any new person, okay, let's go for groups. Let's go for users first. This time what we'll do, okay, let's go for Vinosh. Okay, I want to add Vinosh is newly joined in the organization. Now I want to give access to Vinosh. I can give in two ways. One is I can directly create Vinosh user here. I can create a Vinosh login, direct individual login, but that's not a good way. What I'm going to do, I'll create a Vinosh user here. Vinosh. Okay. So I'll give, of course, I have to give the password for Vinosh. And guys, very important, choose one strong password. Don't give different passwords. Again, you will forget. Okay, simply I am just simply selecting user cannot change the password never expires. Create. And guys, tell me who will create the users in the organization. Groups. Okay, double
Windows.
click on the SQL DBS. Now add Vinosh here. Vinosh. Before adding Vinosh, what, let me show you one demo, guys. Just quickly, 2 minutes, I'll show you. Now let's try to connect as Vinosh, guys. Okay, how can I connect as Vinosh now? I want to connect as Vinosh. Yes.
Run with
Run with a different user. Right click.
A different user.
Right click, shift plus right click again, run as different user. Now what I'm going to do, Vinosh user is already created in the Windows machine level. I'll give Vinosh name, Vinosh tab 123. Click OK. It will be open with Vinosh user. But the thing is Vinosh can't connect. Now I'll create I have already created a group login, right? I'll add that Vinosh into the SQL DBS group. Okay, let me first show you Vinosh, right? You can see batch 41/Vinosh. Click connect. Definitely you will get the error 18456. Let it be as it is. Okay, what I'm going to do, let me go to this groups. Let me add Vinosh under this group. Add Vinosh, Vinosh, and check names. You will get Vinosh name. Click OK. Apply. Okay, done. Okay, now as Vinosh is member of SQL DBA group, as there is a SQL DBA group login already created, now Vinosh can connect or not? Why still he is getting error? He is able to connect. Okay.
Server name batch 41 Vinosh.
No. Don't think in that way. Server name don't change, guys. Only username batch 41 Vinosh. It should connect. Okay, don't think in that way. Restart not required. Every time when you create a user, if you restart
No.
it, that's it. Every day you have to take downtime. That's
Yeah,
not the way.
it should create a new login, like close the session and again you open something.
Let's try first. If not, then we'll go with that. Okay. Actually, it should connect. Let's what we can do is Let me open. Yeah, you are correct. Let me close this Vinosh Management Studio. Let me open again. Okay. Vinosh. Yeah. If the meeting is going to close, let me just show you this one. Right? Connected? Vinosh. Okay. So, but if you see here, you don't see any username for Vinosh. What it means? In the logins list, there is no Vinosh. Batch 41 Vinosh is not there. What it means? Means he might be a member of any group login. Agree, guys? Now, if any new person joined in the company, simply I'll create a login for him, user for him in the Windows machine level, and then simply I'll add him into the DBA group. That's it. If he belongs to DBA, I'll add him into the DBA group. But who will do all these things, guys? Who will do all these things? Your Windows admins can do all these things. Guys, remember, if anyone is asking permissions, someone comes to you, let's reconnect again. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. I don't take much time, just 5 minutes. Let's reconnect.